Hi guys, welcome to this online yoga room practice, and my name is Julia. Today we'll do a 30-minute beginner class, and for the practice you just need yourself. You need possibly a mat and a blanket or a towel to go under your knees if you need. Also, 2 blocks are useful, not necessary, but you could also take 2 big books like 2 dictionaries and have them handy. Okay, yogis, go ahead and lay on your back and have the knees bent, the soles of your feet on the mat, and take your fingers, interlace them, and bring them underneath the back of the head. For a moment here, just let the eyes close and feel the weight of the body on the mat. Breathe in and out through the nose. Soften the belly. And soften your cheeks and your jaw and your forehead. Notice the movement of the breath and allow it to get a little bit deeper. So you're drawing that breath in through the nose, allowing it to fill the belly, the rib cage, and the upper chest. Letting it just move out smoothly on those exhalations. And just recognizing that you're here on your yoga mat for this sort of 30-minute increment of your day. And so tuning into the body, tuning into the breath, and that's why we're here. That's what we're going to do. Again, keeping the eyes soft. You're welcome to open them and then take an inhalation here. And as you exhale, draw the belly down. So you're pressing the low back a little bit towards the sticky mat and lift the head and the shoulders up. So I want you to maintain some space between the sternum and the chin so you're not just cranking on the neck, right? You're looking up. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Take another breath, right? You can breathe here. I know you can. And then lower down. Okay. On your exhale, you'll lift up, so belly down, lift. And inhale, lower. We'll do this just a few more times. Exhale, lift up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And then this time as you exhale and lift, you're going to hold it and bring the knees in towards the chest. Okay. Stay lifted with the head and the shoulders. And then inhale, reach the right leg forward. And exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, left leg forward, reach through the heel, and then bring the knee in. We'll do this a few more times. Stay lifted, right leg forward, and then bend the knee. Left leg forward, bend the knee. One more time, right leg forward, bend the knee, and then left leg. And bend the knee. Lower the head and the shoulders. Go ahead and hold on to the knees. You can rock a little bit from side to side. Maybe a little bit forward and back. Relax the jaw. And then we'll make our way all the way forward and up. And we'll come into all fours. So here in your all fours position, take a look at the hands, right? You want the fingers spread and you want the wrist directly underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. Okay, so take a moment, feel that the whole hand is pressing down, not just the heel of the hand, but the ball of the index finger, the knuckles, and even the fingertips a little bit. And then from here, as you inhale, you'll lift the sitting bones in the chest, gazing forward. But again, eyes are soft. Relax the forehead, soften your cheeks. And as you exhale, you'll lift the belly and you'll round through the back body. Let the top of the head release down. Inhaling, lifting the sitting bones, lift the chest. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. So moving in and out of these cat-cow poses. Exhale, round. And then inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Good. From here, just coming into your all fours. Notice when you're here, if the belly sags or you sink into the shoulders, let's not do that. So press down so that you feel that, right, the chest lifts away from the ground. And then lift the belly and the low ribs a bit, right, so that the back is nice and long. From here, without shifting the hips around, reach the right leg straight back behind you, flex the foot, and have those toes pointing down, okay? So knee is straight, thigh is engaged, belly stays lifted, and then reach the left arm forward. So just double check it's opposite leg, opposite arm. Although, you know, you get like a gold star in my classes if you do the same side. It's just more challenging, right? Take another breath. And then hand and knee come down. And we'll switch sides. So left leg goes back, nice and engaged through that left leg. Again, hips level, belly lifted, right arm forward. Go ahead and turn the thumb to face up. And just reach the left heel back as you reach those right fingers forward. Another moment here, keep the belly lifted. And then hand and knee come down. Okay. From here, go ahead, we'll tuck the toes under and we'll lift into a downward facing dog, but we'll do it with bent knees. So take a look at the hands, index fingers point forward, send the hips back by pressing the hands down and forward. You're gonna lift the knees, lift the sitting bones up. Okay, so keeping those knees nice and bent. Look back. If you don't see that your knees are bent, bend them, okay? Keep them bent, lift the sitting bones, and get long through the spine. Right, so creating some space in the torso there. And then little by little, you're going to allow the legs to start to straighten. If when you straighten your legs in this pose, you feel like the chest is being thrown forward, maintain that bend in the knees right now and keep the sitting bones lifted. So your down dog may have bent knees. Otherwise, let them straighten. A few breaths here, just connecting the hands and the feet with the ground. And then we'll come into a plank pose. So bring those shoulders over the wrists, right? The hips are the height of the shoulders. I don't want you dropping those hips down. Keep them lifted. And also don't drop the head. There's no reason to look at the toes, I don't think. And lift the back of the head. Maintain the breath. And then we're gonna slowly lower, right? Bring the knees down, bring the hips down, and lay on the belly. Take the arms back, have the palms of the hands facing down. I'm not gonna lower all the way because I've got a microphone attached to me. Inhale, lifting the legs, lift the chest, lift the arms, and reach those fingers back. A couple breaths here in locust pose. Really feel that you can reach the fingers in the same direction as the feet, while the top of the head and the sternum reach forward. So we're not cranking the head. You're looking down the bridge of the nose. And then lower down. Take the hands next to the rib cage, so not under the shoulders, you're sliding them a little further back. Elbows are gonna hug into the side of the body and they stay that way. Tops of the feet stay down and the shoulders, they go down the back. Okay, so shoulder blades draw together and down. From there you'll lift to cobra, inhale. And then press to all fours, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Again, a couple breaths here. You can pedal out through the knees. Right, especially if you've been seated a lot in the past, I don't know, few days. Good. And then gaze towards those hands and we'll just walk the feet to the top of the mat. Right, when you get there, just notice that the toes are pointing forward. And then bring the hands onto the knees. So bringing them high up onto the legs so that when you lift halfway up, that spine is long. So we don't want that rounded back, nice and long, and nor do we want to be hanging in the shoulders. Okay. Take another breath. And then you'll fold, exhale. Press the feet down and inhale, reach the arms, come all the way up to stand. And palms come to the heart, exhale. A couple half salutations. Inhale, reach the arms. And exhale, fold forward. You can have a bend in the knees, right? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, ground the feet, reach the arms, lift up. Palms at the chest, exhale. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Refold, exhale. And then all the way to stand, reach the arms. Palms at the chest. Great, we'll do a few Classical salutations. Inhale, arms go up. Exhaling, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And then fingers down. Take the right foot, step it back. And then lower the right knee down. And this is where if you have a blanket or a towel, you may want to place it underneath that back knee if it feels a little funky. Press both feet down, slightly draw the belly in, and then go ahead and reach the arms up. Have the palms facing each other. Lift the chest and breathe. Right, so keep pressing the feet into the ground, ground them down. Chest is lifted, maybe eyes lifted. And then from here, take the hands, little variation, interlace the hands behind the low back, reach the hands down, shoulders draw down. Again, you breathe. Release the hands, bring them down, and you'll step into a downward facing dog, however you need to get there. Right? A moment or so here. Again, hands are pressing down and forward, sitting bones are lifted up and back. And then come into a plank pose. You're welcome to put the video on pause if you really want to hang out here for a while. Take another moment. And then lower the knees and lower the hips, and we'll come into Sphinx pose. Okay? So shoulders are over the elbows, and those forearms are parallel to each other. Press down with the elbows and pull the chest a little forward, right through those arms. Top of the head lifts up. Notice the breath. We're going to have a little fun here. On your exhale, lift the belly, lift the hips. You're welcome to keep the knees down. If you do that, lengthen the tailbone towards the backs of the knees. You might know where we're going with this, right? Tuck the toes, forearm plank pose. Keep the back of the head lifted, right? You don't need to drop the head and look at those feet. I don't know why, again, you'd want to do that. Take another breath. Your fingers, take a look at them. And then lower the knees, lower the hips. Slide the hands back, inhale to cobra. And downward facing dog, take it back. Just a moment here in down dog, settle. And then lift the right leg up nice and high. Look towards the hands. Bring the right knee in towards the nose, and you're going to place the right foot between the hands and bring now the left knee down. If the right foot doesn't make it all the way forward, right, use the hands to help. Inhale, you press down and you lift the chest. Again, both feet are pressing, especially that back foot, which we may have a tendency to forget. And then again, take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, lift the chest. Good. Release the fingers, bring them down. Step all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale all the way up to stand. Palms come to the chest. Exhale. Inhale, arms go up. We'll do the other side. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fingers down, left foot will go back. Bring that left knee down. First up, reach the arms up. Again, notice both feet pressing strong through the legs and hips. And then rotate the palms to face forward and draw the elbows back and down. So they're about the height of the shoulders, maybe a little lower. Lift the chest, so feel as though the shoulder blades are pressing the heart forward. Good, one more moment. And then bring the hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Take a moment there, right, finding your stride, feeling the ground with hands and feet. Breathe. Come forward to plank pose. And again, lower all the way down. Come into Sphinx pose again. We get to do it again. Press the elbows, top of the head lifts up, and then pull the chest forward. Take another breath. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or furrowing your brow, let that go. And then lift the belly, lift the hips. Again, you have the option of keeping the knees down or go ahead and straighten those legs. Hips are the height of the shoulders. Back of the head is lifted. Legs are strong here. Good, lower it down. Hands slide back. Cobra, inhale. Elbows stay hugging in. And then back into downward facing dog. Press. Lift the hips. Lift the left leg up on an inhale. And again, bring that knee in towards the nose, and then place that foot at the top of the mat. Lower the right knee. Arms go up. Press down to lift. Palms face forward. Bend the elbows again. Right, notice your jaw, notice your face. Relax your cheeks. But feel that you can breathe here. And then let's release the fingers, bring them down. Step to the top of the mat there and fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way to stand, strong legs. Palms at the chest, exhale. This is where you might want to have your 2 blocks handy, or perhaps your, 2 cans of soup or something. Maybe your dictionaries. Right? Just an option. Inhale, arms go up. And you'll fold forward as you exhale, as we've been doing. Halfway lift, inhale, legs stay strong. Fingers down, and take your left foot, step it back. And the feet are about hip width apart. The right knee is above the right heel. Back leg is firm. Look forward. And then bring the arms up. Crescent lunge. Reach the arms overhead. Lift the chest. You're still sort of lengthening the tailbone so that the chest can stay lifted. You're not pitching forward here. Back leg is long. Hug the thighs together. Good, and then take the hands. And you may find your blocks. You may just bring your fingertips onto your mat. That's fine. Straighten through the front leg. You're still pressing. You're still pressing the ball of the big toe mound down, and you're still drawing that right hip back. A moment here. You can stay nice and long with the spine. Or you could fold a little bit more over that right leg. Just another breath. And then you'll bend the right knee. Let's move the blocks. Take your left hand down, either onto the mat or onto that block if you liked having it there. Reach the right arm up, lean the chest back. You're reaching through both arms, and you're still pressing with both feet. That right knee is not bowing out. You're staying hugging in. And draw the navel in, just let it help you rotate. And then look down. We're going to bring the fingers down, and we'll step back to the top of the mat. So that left foot will come forward. We'll do the other side. Inhale, just lift halfway. And then again, fingers down, right foot goes back. Nice long stride. Again, feet hip width apart. Front shin is vertical. Look forward. All right, find your balance. Inhale, arms go up. Feel that both feet are grounding down. Hug the hips in towards each other. So that left hip may pull a little back. That right hip may go a little forward. Good, reaching through the fingertips. Again, soft face, soft jaw. Another breath here. And then let's release those arms. If you use those blocks before, grab them. Then you're going to straighten through the front leg. If you keep a little bit of a bend in the knee, that's absolutely fine. If you don't have the range of motion to straighten the leg all the way, not a problem. Keep the back leg engaged. Ball of the left big toe mound is pressing, and you're drawing that left hip back, chest forward. And folding over that front leg, perhaps. And then re-bend the left knee, move those blocks. Right hand underneath the right shoulder. Peel the chest open to the left. Keep the left knee hugging in. Breathe. Find some space. Maybe lean back a little bit more by pressing down with your points of contact. And then look down, fingers come down. And again, we'll step to the top of the mat. From here, go ahead and bring those feet together. Just wiggle them together. And then bend the knees, look forward, come into an Utkatasana. So in Utkatasana, those hip creases are going back, chest stays lifted. All right, so you can look down, you can see your toes. And then once you recognize that you could see them, if you chose to look down, look up. And then fold forward. Lift halfway up as you inhale. And then from here, you're going to take it into a downward facing dog. So walk those feet back. You'll lift the right leg up and back. Bring the right knee towards the nose and place the foot between the hands. I'm going to flip around so you can see me better. You can just stay the way that you are. And come on up, warrior two. So the right knee is above the heel. That shin again is vertical. Left leg is long, hips are level. Arms reach. And you're just turning the head to look over those right fingers. Press down. Press down with both feet. And then take your right forearm onto the right thigh, press it down, and also open the right knee a little bit out to the right if it has a tendency to bow in, and reach the left arm over the ear. All right, so leaning the chest back, maybe a little towards the ceiling. As you press the left foot, reach the left fingertips. Soften the eyes. And then you'll come back up to warrior two. We'll straighten the leg. Reach the arm forward, keeping the chest open. And then hand down under the shoulder. If you have your block underneath, if you have your block handy, which I do, just have to motivate to get there. Okay. Bring it underneath the shoulder. Okay. If that's too low for you, you could bring it onto the leg. Top arm lifts. Lean the chest back. Again, you're pressing both feet and the right hand down for triangle pose. Just one more breath here. And then look down, we'll bend the right knee, move your block, and you'll come into downward facing dog. Come forward to a plank pose. And then if you're a chaturanga practitioner, you can do your chaturanga or just lower the knees, bend the elbows back so you're building strength for that chaturanga. Inhale to a cobra. You're welcome to do an upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, lift those hips. And we'll come in to side two. Lift the left leg up. Bring the left knee forward and step it between the hands. Turn and ground the right foot as you did before on the previous side. Legs are nice and wide here, right? Back foot's parallel to the back edge of the mat. Left knee is bent. Hips are level, right? Arms open, gaze is soft. Breathe. And then take your forearm onto the thigh. And again, don't let that shoulder creep up. Oh, I just tapped the microphone. Don't let the shoulder go up towards the ear. So you're pressing down away from the leg. You're also using that as leverage to help you open the chest. Reach that right arm over the ear. Maybe lean back a little more. Right leg is firm. And that left hip hugs underneath the body. Another moment here, soften the eyes. And then you'll come up. Straighten that left leg, reach forward. Again, chest stays open to the long edge of the mat. And bring the hand down to the shin or the mat or a block. Don't be shy about using a prop here, right? Big fan of props. Press the feet, press the hand, lean the chest back. Couple breaths. Can you find more space in your pose? Good, look down. Hands will come down. Downward facing dog. Again, Inhale, come into plank. Either exhale to a chaturanga or bring the knees down and then bend those elbows back. Inhale to a cobra or that upward facing dog. And then take it back, downward facing dog. From here, take a moment, press the hands, press the feet. And I feel the warmth in the body. And then we're going to walk the hands towards the feet. Hands come onto the knees, lift halfway as you inhale. Refold, exhale. And then press the feet, come all the way up to stand. Palms come to the chest. We'll come into a standing balance, so we'll come into a tree pose. Toes continue to point forward. Left foot presses down, lift that right knee. Okay. And then from here, we're going to open the right knee out to the right. The right foot can either come onto the inner thigh of the left leg, the calf, or ball of the foot on the mat, heel up. So pick one. Hips stay facing forward. Knee opens out, belly in, and then arms reach up. You maintain the breath. Your gaze is soft, right? Still just feel that you can, in fact, be here and breathe amidst the little movements in the body. Take another moment. And then palms to the chest. Place the right foot down, and we'll change sides. Press the foot. Lift the left knee. Don't look at me, I might fall. Open the knee. And again, the foot to the inner thigh, calf or ball of the foot on the mat, heel up. Lift the chest, right? So notice if you have a tendency to collapse here. Ground down with the standing leg, top of the head lifts, and then arms, reaching them up. Again, soft face. Just noticing the movement in the body today for you. And then release it, hands at the heart. Good, we'll come to the top of the mat and we'll go ahead and lower down. And from here, we'll come onto our backs. Right, so lay back. We'll bring the soles of the feet right onto the mat, knees bent. We'll come into a bridge pose. So toes point forward and the feet are hip width apart. So it's challenging for you to see, and now it's almost impossible for me to see. I'm working on it, but I don't think I can see your feet from where I am. You're going to press the feet down, and you're going to lift those hips up. Right, once they're lifted, you either can hold on to the edges of your mat and tuck those shoulders under, or interlace the fingers and tuck the shoulders under. Lift the chest. Press the feet evenly, so notice if the knees open. Keep grounding them down. Not grounding the knees, the inside edges of the feet to keep the knees about hip width apart. Face is soft. You could even let the eyes close. I feel the movement of the breath in the belly. Maybe lift a little higher. And then release the hands, release the shoulders, and you're going to lower down. Once you come down, let's bring the soles of the feet together, open the knees. Hands can rest on the inner thighs, on the rib cage, or hold opposite elbows over the head. A moment, soften here. Might again notice the breath in the belly. Notice the breath in the rib cage. And notice it in the upper chest. And we'll go ahead and bring those knees up. Little twist here. Bring the right knee in, left leg forward. And then with the left hand, bring the right knee across the body, which is challenging with a mic pack on. Reach the right arm out. You could stay looking up or turn the head. Soften. Good. Bring it back to center, and we'll switch sides. Left knee in, right leg forward, and then bring that left knee across. Left arm reaches out. Good. Bring the knee back in, bring both knees in. And then we'll come into a Shavasana. If you have a blanket handy, place it under the head, or you could roll it underneath the knees. And take a moment, let the legs lengthen in front of you, let the feet turn out. Palms of the hands face the ceiling. Soften. And give your eyes permission to close. Let the legs settle. Soften the belly and the contents of the belly, especially on your exhalations. Letting the fingers and the hands relax. Feel the fingers sort of naturally curl towards the center of the palms. Softening the arms and shoulders. Allowing the head to be heavy. The jaw and the neck can soften. Relax your cheeks. Relax the inside of your mouth. Around your eyes and behind the eyes. Soften the center of the forehead. And let go. Let yourself rest. Obviously, you're at home most likely. If you want to stay here, you can stay here as long as you want. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and move the toes and fingers. Move your ankles and wrists. Just gently bringing movement back into the body. Notice the movement of the breath again. And then you'll bring the knees in towards the chest. And carefully roll to your right side into your hands. Come up to a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. Place your palms together at the chest, eyes are closed, spine is long. Just take a moment, feel the stillness in the body, but the movement of the breath. Let the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Thanks for practicing.